Jake Garcia
There we go.
chose the bottom, Stewart chose the top. Pretty balanced, isn't it? It is. You don't really see one lane being overly favored over the other.
This restart's big, though, because you want to establish control of this race, right? And if you're one of those drivers that we anticipated to be so good,
Yeah, my shit disconnected.
19 of Christian Eckes, you don't have the track position now. You need to go get it early on this restart before things get spread out.
And it sounds funny with the
Wi-Fi went down, but we're back.
But being able to control this race with a fast truck can mean so much.
I don't think I got to refresh the leaderboard.
Love these pictures we get from the race to StopSuicide.com camera.
All right, back green.
Final stage, underway in Wilkesboro.
And it's going to be nuts.
Garcia strong down low. Look at the 13 to the lead for Garcia.
Boy, look at Stewie trying to squeeze in there. Lane Riggs says, not so quick, buddy.
Lane Riggs, great pit work when they came down to lap 119, 38 up the second.
I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. It's been a tough start to the season for Lane, but he's got so much talent, so much experience on these small tracks, and he's getting it done.
And no doubt they circled this race on the calendar, on the schedule when it came out.
Friesen got squeezed a bit there by Ben Rhodes.
Corey Heim was bottled up, and he dives to the inside of Friesen and knocking on the door of the 99.
Yeah, I got to refresh the scoreboard.
Well, that 91, right behind Friesen.
Brandon Finger up to 8th.
Side by side with Eckes, the 19.
Come on, there we go.
And Fingers on the move. And Fingers going for more, going to try to get by Jack Wood. You see,
Yeah, my internet had went out, which sucks.
White truck.
That opened the door for Sammy Smith to continue marching toward the front. He wants to be a part of this battle.
Tremendous effort for Smith. Got the penalty to start the race yesterday. Does the pass through, lost a lap. Eventually got the free pass at the end of stage 1, and he's back in the game.
How about that line Stewart's running?
That's why I was laughing, Bill. Like, I've been to North Wilkesboro for a lot of years, and I didn't think I'd ever see that, and it's so fun to watch. Right out next to the outside wall.
Sammy Smith, full-timer in the Xfinity Series, moonlighting in a truck this weekend. Second start of the year, top 10 at Martinsville, and flexing his muscles once again.
Good battle here. Look at that grip through the center of the corner for Corey Heim. And he's able to stay in the throttle, but a little bit of momentum from the high side for Ben Rhodes.
And then there's 3 wide. Timmy Hill down on the bottom. Ben Rhodes.
Got less than 100 laps to go now.
He's got the free pass, and he's getting racy.
Chase Purdy squeezes down a bit there, grabs that position.
This was a great track for Purdy a season ago, and he was top 10 at Darlington last week as Heim gets around Rhodes for 4th on track.
That's Connor Jones, one of our early top 5 runners back there in that battle.
Bailey Curry with the squeeze play on Matt Mills in that bright blue truck.
Eckes going to try to make his way around Stuart Friesen. It's a battle for the 7th spot.
It's so challenging when you get caught up in the traffic to get away. But Eckes slides around Friesen, and now he's clear. Jake Garcia out front. He's led 10 laps now after grabbing the top spot on the restart. The first time he's led in his Truck Series career.
Stream crash, yeah. The stream crashed. Or the stream didn't crash, the internet went out.
Rich Lucius in charge now. This is a great performance by that team. And here comes Butterbean trying to squeeze.
Luckily, I noticed it pretty much immediately. I was outside, but I opened up my phone and I was like, oh, the stream's disconnected. But we're back. Didn't miss. We only missed a few caution laps, so.
He's the early favorite for sure.
Started 26 yesterday because qualifying was rained out. That was
no biggie.
Fastest in practice on Friday. He drives to the top 12, gets the penalty, resets outside the top 20, and here he is again.
Sammy Smith leading that pack up into the top 10 now.
Almost had Stewart clear, just couldn't quite do it, but now he does off turn 4. Nice wrap with that bottom around the corner there for the 7 truck. Now Jack Wood is pursuing Stuart Friesen. See if he can do anything with him.
Dean Thompson right behind Jack in that 5 truck. Butterbean trying to get to the inside of Dean Thompson. Tell you, that one truck is wicked fast.
You know, he thought his racing career was over, Brennan Queen. And he was running late models, but he also had a full-time job working at the Port of Virginia.
The stream had a big one, yeah.
Ships.
You could say that, but at least it's behaving now. Maybe it needed that. Because, like, now it's, like, not lagging at all.
Last year, run that Cars Tour race, he won, beat some of the best, got a connection with Toyota, Lee Polium, and now here he is making his Truck Series debut and showing everyone just how good he is.
I think I saw almost as many Butterbean T-shirts as I did Jeff Gordon, Chase Elliott, anybody. I mean, everybody's a Butterbean fan. His family's got a camper over here on the back straightaway and just enjoying this experience. And he is providing a lot of energy for them.
Bean Nation, no doubt, is in full support of Driver One, and I loved his social media post after he was quickest in practice on Friday. It was like he was here representing all the drivers that had never had this kind of opportunity to look out, contact with Jack Wood. How about this battle, Michael?
They're trying to dice it up in the front, too. Man, I love what we're doing. Our Fox camera team, our producers, everybody does such a great job of just having their eyeballs all over this racetrack. And that's what you better have, because there's battles everywhere. Butterbean makes that pass, and now squirting his way toward the front. Just got a little bit wide right there and loose.
I think part of what got him loose was trying to keep that truck off of Jack Wood. Turn that steering wheel to the left to keep that truck off him.
You mentioned our camera crews, and we have to salute everyone on our team here at Fox. It's been a rainy week in the Carolinas. The setup at North Wilkesboro was difficult. What we faced yesterday was challenging. They come in early, they leave late, they battle the elements, and always do an incredible job so we can bring the coverage to you. So we thank all those on our team, the men and women of Fox NASCAR, who bring it each and every week, and they've done an outstanding job here at North Wilkesboro.
Where Corey Heim is trying everything he can to get by the 18 truck of Ankrum.
This battle for third, a second and a half behind race leader Jake Garcia.
And you see there, Jake's in lap traffic. He's putting laps on a couple of trucks, and that's slowing his progress down of driving away from Lane Riggs. Lane's gaining on him every lap.
Butterbean trying to get into the top 10. Racing Friesen for that 10th spot.
Who the hell is this Brandon Queen guy that everyone has a crush on?
Ben Rhodes in the 99, that is a battle for a top 5 spot.
Nines are wild there, and those are two drivers fighting for a playoff position. They came in right around that cut line.
Man, this is a great battle. Corey Hobbs, I think, a little bit faster, but just really tough to get past, and that's why we start to see a little bit of bumping and banging as these laps wind down.
Yeah, about 80 laps to go right now. But this is going to pick up.
I'll say this too, I don't know how true the fuel mileage readings were, but we have varying strategies as we've discussed, and a lot of those pit windows were based on caution laps. It has a green flag feel right now. We could be talking about drivers running out of fuel late in this race.
You think Jake Garcia's looking down on his fuel gauge to see how it's holding up for it?
Probably not yet, but he's getting ready to.
There's another pass. I think that's the 56th pass.
I will be live at 5:15 for the All-Star race, the All-Star Open.
That's a lot of trucks passed here.
Here we go.
He's got him. I think he's got him.
Did he give him a shove?
Finally, the 11 gets by the 18. Heim is up to third around Tyler Ankrum.
Let's see if he can chase down Lane Riggs. Let's see if he gives him a little nudge. Look at right bottom of your screen.
He just hurried him into the corner a little bit.
He said, I think you can run to get in that corner a little harder, Tyler.
Lap truck there was the 22 of Josh Rayoon. No surprise in Heim running well. His average finish, when you look at his short track career, inside the top 7. And he was great last week at Darlington, got caught up in that accident on a restart, but prior to that had been top 10 every race so far in 2024.
And he's right there now on Lane Riggs. Once he got by Ankrum, He is chased down lane ridge trying to make the pass. And, you know, even though those guys were racing so hard for third, they didn't really lose touch with these front two, Michael.
No, and that's what I'm concerned about right now with the pace of Garcia. He's just not able to run away from the battle that was going on behind him. And you can see where he's going to be there in a lap. Here comes Sammy, still knifing his way.
Now my computer's lagging.
Up inside the top 10. Currently running 8th, trying to get 7th away from Eckes.
We get another caution or two, tighten this field up.
There's a caution.
And there it is, right on cue. Connor Jones.
Connor Jones around.
6th time we've seen the yellow flag here at North Wilkesboro.
You see the tire letters are rubbed off. Feels like maybe he scrubbed the right side of his truck into another as he went down in the corner, maybe just got loose.
19th on track is where Connor Jones was when it got away from him.
Well, the leaders were getting ready to hit some heavy traffic. You mentioned already lapping a couple trucks, but there were going to be some lead lap trucks that they were getting ready to encounter before this caution came out.
What about 27 trucks on the lead lap? That doesn't tell you what kind of pace we're seeing today throughout this whole field.
You see him top left corner of your screen.
There you went.
Chase Purdy was behind him in the 77 truck. I did not see any contact. He's just going to barely make contact. You saw the rear tires moving. Maybe if he holds the brake a little harder, locks the brakes up, that might keep that truck out of the outside wall, but possibly not.
Free pass here goes to Dawson Sutton. He was 2 laps down. He'll now get to 1 lap down as we go to Ben Rhodes Radio running 5th.
Conservation mode, full fuel conservation mode. Full saving fuel. I had to run my fans off most of that run because we were getting the brakes too cold. Doing a fine job out there. Think this gets us to within a half a gallon, so we're going to be fine here.
All we need is a half a gallon. Can't come get it, so you're going to have to save it.
Doug Randolph seemed confident on the pit box, didn't he?
I mean, it's only 2 quarts.
He's run longer than anybody, though.
Yes.
You look at those drivers in the top 5, he's the one that you would be most concerned about.
Doug Randolph pretty confident. They're close now, and obviously this caution will give Ben an opportunity to save some more fuel. I think same pit's open this time, same situation. I think if you're back towards the back, nothing really to lose. I don't see any trucks near the front pitting. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that and see who the first truck that comes down pit road.
So leaders stay out on this pit stop. There's some clouds again.
Maybe Jack Wood.
Is it any rain clouds?
Come to the inside. Jack right now is running up at about the 12th spot.
He brings Roger Caruth with him.
Ty Dillon going to make a stop here. Stephen Parsons coming down the pit lane. No surprise to see Connor Jones after the spin.
No.
Tanner Gray, Timmy Hill.
And I think right now you might as well put 4 tires on if you're gonna make this move and pit late.
Nope.
Try to have some better tires than your competitors. Just right sides for Jack Wood. Wanted to keep that track position.
There you see Stephen Parsons. He had his right side letters scrubbed off his tires. He had made some contact. Maybe he just didn't handle it quite the way he wanted it to, so they're going to make an adjustment there. There's Tanner Gray.
You see the adjustment on the right rear of that truck as well.
Not only can they adjust on the chassis, they can adjust on that air pressure too and change that balance, the handling of these trucks. So you don't know what all is going on with the tires as they make those adjustments.
Let's hear from some crew chiefs, a little strategy, fuel mileage talk, Josh.
Here with Rich Lucius, crew chief of the 13 of Jeff Garcia. You guys, Jake Garcia that is, you guys have the lead right now. Are you good on fuel, and what's it going to take to hold off the field?
We're okay on fuel. I wouldn't say good, but we're okay. Obviously, Corey Heim's really good right now, but we have a top 3 truck, and hopefully we can finish this thing out and get a couple more cautions.
Thanks, Rich. Regan?
Well, Scott Zipadelli, crew chief for Corey Heim. Scott, you got 4 tires, plenty of fuel in your truck right now. Looks just as fast today as yesterday. What do you tell your driver as you close in on the end of the race?
Yeah, just manage it. Hopefully we get the lead here and just manage the gap, take care of your tires in case of some late break cautions. But the TRD Safe Life Pro has been really good since we unloaded, and just trying to execute the best we can, see if we can get a win.
All right, thanks, Scott.
No, the trucks don't do the soft tires.
Scott Zipadelli calling the shots for Corey
That's only for the
Heim,
All-Star race.
who is second 68 laps to go. Going to get the restart here right around 65 remaining.
He's second with a lot of power, a lot of speed.
Second with a bullet.
I was going to say that, but I didn't know if that fit there.
And a guy he's racing that needs to save some fuel somewhere along the way.
Well, that fuel savings is going to be during the caution. It's not going to be once we restart this race.
Right.
Give a call to Lane Riggs, who's third. Tyler Ankrum needed a good day. He's getting it fourth right now. Ben Rhodes in fifth. We know fuel mileage is a question mark there, but he's having a great afternoon. Also collected a ton of stage points. And another reminder of what's on tap the rest of the day, 5 o'clock Eastern time, the All-Star Open. Put a couple of drivers in via the race. We'll do the fan vote. That should be exciting. Race day comes your way at 7. And then the All-Star race at 8 o'clock tonight. Will Kyle Larson make it in after qualifying at Indy?
How about that? Top, sixth fastest yesterday at Indy. On his second attempt, had an issue on his first attempt. Went back out, qualified sixth.
I texted a little bit back and forth with him and the group of guys, and it's just amazing how calm he is about it. He said when that incident with the engine happened, he said, I don't really know what that was, but they said if I'd have just kept it matted or burped the gas and matted it back, it would have went away. I'm like, well, that's good to know now. But being able to overcome that and go out there and run those kind of times that he did, that is amazing.
But how do you know all that stuff? I mean, he's racing against guys that have done that for 20 years, and you know, it never happened to him before, obviously. And how do you anticipate something like that happening?
We've marveled at what Tony Stewart did and what Kurt Busch has done.
You don't think Larson can win?
And done the double, John Andretti. And
yeah, me neither.
It just always amazes me that they're able to go up there and be that competitive.
Can't wait to watch it unfold next Sunday when Kyle runs at Indianapolis in the 500, makes his way to Charlotte to do the 600. And it'd be cool if he won the pole today, came here tonight, and came from the back of the All-Star race, picked up another $1 million, huh?
Would we be surprised?
Not shocked. We would not be shocked.
Not at all. Going to be 65 laps to go when we go back green. They did add a lap there, and we got a report 66 driver Connor Jones has been called to the hauler post-race. I'm not sure what that's about, but evidently some issues there, and there'll be a conversation that follows track activity today here at North Wilkesboro. So I'm going to keep an eye on that 9 Grant Enfinger. They've got as good a track position as they have had.
Sergio only 5 points ahead of P3 in standings.
Much in the game after those early troubles.
And Butterbean right behind Sammy Smith.
Just watch for the squeeze plays. These guys are going to start going 3 wide, and people aren't going to give them the room. Things could pick up.
All right, we're going to go back green with 66 to go. Green flag.
Back to green at North Wilkesboro.
Sammy Smith trying to get to the inside of Grant Enfinger. He's there just the corner, but Grant's going to be able to pull ahead. That's the yellow and black truck.
Look at the battle for the lead, side by side still, and there goes Hine. This could be see y'all later.
Just what Scott Zipadelli said, get out front, manage your tires, manage this race.
Garcia did a good job on the restart, but just couldn't hold off the 11 of Corey Hine.
Big dive to the inside, 3 wide for Butterbean. That white truck, he's going to try to get more. Right there versus, is that Daniel Dye's on the inside of it?
Looks like 3 wide. Look for a minute. There's Ben Rose outside of Ankrum. Ben Rose, the 99. The battle for the 4th spot right there. Eckes is in that battle as well as Grant Enfinger, the yellow number 9.
Look at Eckes dive out of line. Looking inside of his teammate Tyler Ankrum. Eckes undefeated on short tracks this season. Won at both Bristol and Martinsville. And when he won on the paperclip, he swept the stages as well. Not only going to get his teammate, but he might get Ben Rhodes here.
Hard down in the corner. Trying to do a bit of a slide job. He is going to be able to clear Ben Rhodes.
He executed the slide job. Slid up in front of Ben, took his momentum away, and off he went.
Ankrum liked what he saw. He's going to drive through, and he's bringing Butterbean with him. Butterbean got his nickname when he was born. His family thought he looked like the boxer Eric Ashe, who was nicknamed Butterbean, and he might have to throw some punches to get to the front late in this race.
Hello.
Sam Smith making contact with Stuart Friesen.
Did I tell you they weren't going to be taking kindly to squeeze plays anymore?
In the squeeze play, 3 trucks as well. Ooh, that continued on down the straightaway.
Put Queen up to the top 5. Grant Enfinger battles alongside Ben Rhodes. He's going to get that spot.
Ross Chastain, the 45 truck, right side of your screen.
He's been quiet.
Yes, he has.
Top 3 a little bit there in the first stage yesterday, but once they had their track position compromised, he's been unable to get back inside the top 10.
Battles all over the racetrack. The battle continues with Tyler Rankin. There's our leader. He's opened up almost a 2-second lead now in just a handful of laps over Garcia.
You know, I think you know what time it is?
It's time time.
It's time time. It's already time time, it looks like. What a performance from that 11 truck.
You went to the watch early, didn't
Yeah. He's not going to call it until after the race, Regan, but darn, there's a lot of battling going on out there on this racetrack.
Well, tons of battling all over the place. As you said, Michael, you see right now the battle for 3rd place heating up right now. Lane Briggs struggling with his truck right now. They've done a nice job to get track position, but extremely tight from the center off of the corners for him right now. Keep an eye on Christian Nexus. So he was the opposite. He was very loose before that caution came out. As the caution came out, he told the team he really thinks the tires are going to cycle good for him, and it was going to be good things, showing some good speed since the restart.
Yeah, a lot of times if you're loose at the start of a run, the truck will come to you. He slid up the hill there, and the thing will get faster and faster as the tires heat up.
And the wide racetrack will give you options as well, moving that truck around to try to get some grip.
Daniel Dye, racing with Ben Rhodes for 9th.
He's just become a top 10 standard, hasn't he? Week in and week out, being able to put that 43 up there inside the top 10, looking for more.
This will be his 3rd top 10 in the last 4 races for Daniel Dye.
Only had 1 all of last year.
Incredible.
That's how much that truck has improved, or that driver has improved.
Changed teams, and he's gone through tremendous growth from year 1 to year 2. And you just marvel at what Brendan Queen has been able to do in that one.
Look how hard he drives down into the corner and able to keep that truck pinned to the bottom. He's faster than these guys he's racing with. Maybe the only guy that is as fast as Corey Heim right now. A lot of ground to make up, though. And some great trucks he's got to make his way around.
You're trying to make his way around the guy that's won both short. Oh, look how hard you're, like I said. And it stays right there. He doesn't lose that much ground coming up off of the corner. Great effort by Brendan Queen.
Wonder if he might try to swing it up top a little bit that hard and dive down off, dive in that corner a bit. Got a lot of speed into the corner.
Get that good launch up off the corner and get that momentum.
You look at those drivers in the top 5, he's the best in regard to when they pitted and where they should be on fuel with 49 to go.
Slight bit of contact with Eckes that time. He's going to slam it in there.
I would say, though, as many trucks as he's had to pass in his debut, he's been incredibly patient, working his way through the field, talking about Butterbean in the 1.
That's so hard to do right there. Get that gas down, squeeze the truck to the left, and he's going to give him a little bit of a shove.
But you talk about the urgency. We're inside of 50 laps to go.
It's just...
Go to 11 radio. Race leader Corey Heim.
The 1's really pretty good. He's rolling along. He's closing the gap too much. Try to coach him. We'll pick it up a little bit. Yeah, that's the one I've been watching.
Everybody's been watching Butterbean, haven't they? We've had our eye on him. He's done a great job in his debut.
If he could get by Eckes, that would be the 63rd truck he's passed for position this weekend. That would just be unbelievable. A 2-day effort because of the rain yesterday. Enfinger Racing anchoring for 6th. It's all behind Corey Heim. He's in charge. 45 laps to go for the trucks in North Wilkesboro.
What's up?
Who are you?
I'm your inner child. Get in. Listen, what you really need in life is some freaking torque.
What?
Horsepower keeps you going, but torque gets you going.
What happened to my inner child craving love and acceptance?
How about you let me accept this? Power shot.
When can I drive?
You already are.
The Dodge Hornet RT. the totally torqued out crossover.
I thought water would help with his dry spots.
That's lawn disease. But Scott's Healthy Plus will cure it.
Lawn disease?
It's going around.
So, like, other people have it and it's not...
Pick up a bag of the new Scott's Turf Builder Healthy Plus lawn food today.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Summer starts now. The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. New peanut butter cookie dough party, new picnic peach cobbler, and more delicious flavors. Start summer now. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
The Bush Guide. Cold and smooth survival skills.
Stop. Leaves of 3, leave them be. Cans of 6. Take your pick.
And head for the mountains of...
There are certain eras in American history that define us. As this country moved west, a new age began to take shape. One where fortunes were made, rules were broken, and legends, they were born. This is Outlaws and Lawmen, now streaming on Fox Nation.
Go beyond the sport with Spectrum News 1. The Toyota Sports Report explores more than just the scores and highlights. With inspirational stories of local athletes, coaches, and teammates, both on and off the field, see how sports impact our communities from a more personal perspective. Only on Spectrum News 1. Exclusively on Spectrum. Toyota Sports Report is brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
The new Red Bull Summer Edition with the taste of Karuba elderflower. Wings for every taste.
A little late race drama at North Wilkesboro for the trucks. 38 to go, 7th caution. Dean Thompson went for a ride, running 12th.
The truck's all been up on the left side.
Oh, shit.
Having a solid run. See what happens a little bit.
It's early.
Wow,
In the
look at
interest of the
Ross.
corner.
Ross did a nice job of getting on the brakes and keeping himself right there.
Yeah, Dean Thompson went around. Ross barely missed him. Jeez.
Corey said, it's time, not caution time. I didn't need a yellow here.
But for the guys that pitted earliest of the ones that remain on the racetrack, this caution is going to help that. Obviously, Garcia, one of those, as well as Anchor.
No accurate green flag time.
I don't know.
Well, it says
ensures they can
approximate
make it, but it
anyway,
goes
and
all
it's
the way
also
from the
like
top, right?
it was only a few seconds.
What a nice job that
So,
this young man has done in this race.
hold your horses,
Give a shout out to his crew chief too, Rick.
as they say, I guess.
They've come together and they've
Does that make sense?
now that they've got a good combination. This is good to see.
No, cool your jets. That's more like it. Cool your jets. That's a better.
This was going on 4 seconds behind race leader Corey Heim prior to the caution.
And I guarantee you, Christian Eckes isn't going to take too kindly to that. Getting bumped.
Watch this little swipe here
Yeah,
down the back straightaway.
Cuts over to the left and says, "Don't be running into me, brother, because
What'd you say about B Nation?
B Nation ain't going to help him out there on the racetrack. If there's a squabble after, we might lean on them, but out there,
rule it out.
How about his namesake? If we had his namesake here.
Bam. We've had some dust-ups on All-Star Night before. Maybe we'll have one on All-Star Afternoon
All-Star Day.
before the All-Star race even begins. We'll take a break, come back for the final 30 laps after you watch this on FS1.
I have moderate to severe Crohn's disease. Now there's Skyrizi.
Things are looking up, I've got symptom relief. Control of my Crohn's means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks with Skyrizi, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements. Skyrizi is the first IL-23 inhibitor that can deliver
So
remission
the
and visibly
stream
improve damage of the
broadcast from
intestinal
yesterday
lining.
got
And the
blocked
majority of people
worldwide.
experience long-lasting remission at 1 year.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of
So
infections or
I
liability
have
effects may occur.
recorded
Tell your doctor if you have an
the
infection or symptoms and a
upload
vaccine
of
is
it.
too. Liver problems may occur in Crohn's disease.
because I
Now's
just
the time to ask your
I record every
gastroenterologist
stream
how you
too
can
in
take control
OBS.
of
Like
your
you can
Crohn's
stream and
with
then
Skyrizi.
record. I save the recording just in case.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
So I will edit that together with this one.
The Barn Bar.
And
The
the
county's best hangout. Just got better.
in the mini in between
Here's
stream
the living
before I
soup
fucking
with the always smooth,
before my
easy
Wi-Fi went out.
drinking Keystone Light.
I'll just edit those all together and then post it.
Heartburn makes you queasy? Get fast relief with new Tums Plus. Upset stomach and nausea support.
I honestly should have expected it because like YouTube usually doesn't care about me doing these streams, but during like rain delay coverage, like I don't think they really care about me like having the race audio as much. But like during rain delay coverage, I think they showed a documentary, and I just kept the volume on, and I think it picked that up. So they probably didn't like that, and then like switched to horse racing. And I just left the audio for that on too, and I don't know if they like that. So
Safe Life makes it easy. You can
I honestly kind of is on me.
and we'll come to you
Like-
with the replacement you can trust.
Schedule free mobile service.
Because usually they
now
just don't give a
at
fuck if I do this
safelight.com.
with the races, but like their documentaries and shit, and then maybe horse racing's a bitch about it too.
On pit road, none of the front runners. Look what they found in Stuart Freeze's vehicle. What the heck? Back of that. When you go on a long
But
trip, you got to take
it's no biggie. I'll just upload
Rain, baby, yeah. I'm here for that. I mean, it's
the
only
fucking
250 laps, though. You know, he runs a lot of dirt races at like
the whole thing. I'll edit it together and upload the whole thing, so it'll all be in one part, not
Do you think that's what that
3
was?
separate parts.
This restart going to be good.
It's going to be nuts.
Get ready. Corey Heim takes the outside. Garcia to his left. Row 2, Riggs and Eckes.
All right, back green.
Finger on row 3. 32 laps remaining at North Wilkesboro.
Nate Riggs was able to get his outside the 13 of Garcia.
Christian Eckes slid up a bit.
I'm watching the 1 and 19.
Me too, and here comes the 7.
3 wide now.
7-1 this race last year with Kyle Larson behind the wheel, and that truck's got it going on again with Sammy Smith.
What a turn for Queen. He was able to get around Ankrum. Now he's going to go right up on the bumper of Christian Eckes. Great Enfinger battling for that second spot.
NASCAR's for middle class people and F1 is for rich people. This is true.
See, Brendan Queen's going to get to the inside of Eckes once again.
And then I guess IndyCar's for broke people.
Rinse and
Or what?
repeat.
I don't know. I don't know.
The last 50 laps.
You know, the good news in regard to the caution for race leader Corey Heim, you bunch everybody up, minimize the lap traffic that he'll have to deal with late in this race.
And
Look, we're starting to get into all of it.
And Sammy Smith is now taking advantage of the fact that Queen can't get the pass done on Eckes.
Nah, fucking World of
Young
Outlaws is for
drivers
broke people.
Going at it for 6th. Sammy Smith in the 7.
It's
Brendan
dirt
Quinn in the
racing.
1, right behind the veteran Christian Eckes.
Dirt racing's like the trailer park trash version of racing.
Talked
Nah,
about
it's kind of me. I like dirt racing. I do. But I do like to shit on it too.
Pick your place on the track.
Kind of like with F1.
If Tanner Gray gets a top 10, he's going to run out of here because his truck was underwater in turn 1 on pit road when the rains came yesterday.
Jack Wood having a good
But it is kind of the trailer park trash version of racing. Like, that is not entirely inaccurate.
Rhodes got stage points, stage 1 and stage 2, but the 99 fading late. And you mentioned Raja. Remember, they came very late in this race to pit road. And got
Nah,
tires, so
that's not
that might
true.
help them
Trailer
as
park
we
trash
get
racing
20 laps
isn't
to go.
trailer park trash racing is like that fucking 24 hours of lemons. You ever heard of that?
Unlimited hydroplane racing on the Ohio River yesterday, Michael.
Nice move, Jack Wood, the 91, able to get by Ben Rhodes. Great battle left side of your screen. Grant Enfinger trying to get underneath the 13 of Garcia for 3rd.
It's a big day for that 19. disappointment last week at Darlington with a runner up front. They get the debris on the grill. Had to make an unscheduled pit stop.
Side by side again.
Good launch off the corner for the one.
Will it be enough?
I think he's got him if he can just slide up in front of him.
Nope.
Not quite.
Eckes not going to give it away. Enfinger makes the move on Garcia.
Oh, Brennan had such a good run, but Enfinger held him up a bit.
What a great battle here. 5 trucks battling. Enfinger's got that third spot now.
Queen gets Eckes, and he might be able to dive to the inside of Garcia here. So Heim leads, Riggs is second, and now third is Enfinger. And going by the 13th for position, Brendan Queen jumps to fourth.
Lane Riggs is looking out his mirror thinking, y'all keep that up a while. I don't need to be a part of that mess. Riggs running second behind Corey Heim, who's broken away.
And this time around, we'll hit our Craftsman 20 to go. Corey Heim in charge of the field. He's led 47 laps.
So we got 19 laps to go.
Put Sammy Smith up in the top 5.
What a nice comeback for Sammy Smith. Got a penalty early on. Got a free pass. Fought his way back into contention.
65 trucks passed today for Brendan Queen, who rides fourth with 18 to go.
I mean, regardless of what happens from here, Brendan Queen was impressive today.
Been remarkable what he's done. He's had to come really from deep in the field twice. Started 26th after qualifying was rained out, drove inside the top 15, had the penalty on pit road, made a second stop, and came from outside the top 20 again.
See, Eckes with a slide job on the 13, able to make it work. That slide job came after this right here, after this little contact.
Remember how mad Eckes was that he got bumped?
You worry about a tire in that situation.
You're going to get bumped.
Almost 3 seconds the advantage for Corey Heim over second place Lane Riggs.
And the fastest truck the last couple of laps around this racetrack has been Grant Enfinger in that 9 as he closes in on Lane Riggs for the second spot.
A lot to celebrate inside the top 5. Heim not surprising out front, but Riggs doing so many good things here. Enfinger needs it. Queen has been great, as we talked about. Sammy Smith after a penalty's in the top 5.
Eckes looked strong early, but it's falling outside the top 5. He's at 6th.
3 trucks inside the top 10 that had a penalty. Queen, Smith, and Sanchez. As Garcia lost the track position, he has started to fade in the 13. He's back in 10th.
Stuart Priest making some moves here late. This battle trying to get inside of the 10th, top 10.
He pitted late too, remember, to take the backpack out among tires.
I think the key was the tires, Phil.
Do you think it's better than getting rid of the backpack?
Yeah, because he's got all the way up inside of Daniel Dye now as we watch battles, like I said, all over the place.
Getting close to 10 laps to go here. Just 12 to go.
You want NBC to broadcast F1?
Corey Heim is saying, let's keep it green, fellas.
Grant Enfinger says, let me get around Lane Riggs and give me one last caution. I can do something with Corey Heim. This 9 truck's got the pace.
I'd put a little money on him. The front row restarting late here, number 9.
It's great number 9.
Great short track racer is Grant Enfinger.
Nice move off the corner there. Should be able to pull up alongside Riggs on the exit. Not quite able to keep that inside his quarter panel.
Brendan Queen saying, y'all mix it up. I'll be right there. Just give me a second.
9 laps to go. I'm going to see some lap traffic down the stretch.
And he's going to take his
Through
time.
goes
He
Hamilton.
doesn't want to nudge any lap traffic to bring a caution out.
First he'll see is Thad Moffitt across the start-finish line. 8 remaining for the 11.
That line he's choosing to run all the way out next to the wall. Man, I can't wait for the All-Star race tonight, knowing all the options these drivers are going to have. It's going to be fun.
You mentioned the All-Star race. Cup drivers hitting the track. Corey Heim going to race the 50 car for 23XI at Nashville, doing some cup racing. We've already seen him filling in for Eric Jones. He has shown us on multiple occasions how talented he is here in the trucks, Xfinity, and also at the cup level. And he's now less than 7 laps away from his 3rd win of the year. Corey Heim is good, but boy, it's going to get interesting behind him. Riggs, Enfinger, and Queen racing for a spot.
What a great battle here. Enfinger caught Riggs, and then Brendan Queen caught Enfinger.
I just like the fact that Riggs is able to run up the hill a little bit, and that squishes down the momentum that Enfinger can get off the turn. He's comfortable with running up top, and he's making it work.
5 laps to go now for Corey Heim. Off of turn 4, it'll be 4 remaining for the 11.
Nice exit for Enfinger. Some lap trucks in front of them.
Is that going to open up the door for Queen to get to the outside of Enfinger?
The 1 is there. This is the battle for 3rd. Wow.
How about this? Wow, Josh Rayone gave him room to race. Nice move by Josh.
And here comes Grant to the bottom.
Grant Enfinger takes 2nd.
That's good stuff.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th on track. 3 laps remaining for our race leader.
Here comes Smith, and that's 7 of Sammy Smith. He's there now.
I thought Grant was going to lose a spot, and he ended up gaining 1.
Heim saw 2 to go. Just wants that white flag so he doesn't have to deal with another restart. And he'll get it this time around.
White flag for Corey Heim.
Lots of lap traffic. But he's got a 3-second advantage.
How about this battle on the right?
And Corey Heim wins the truck race at North Wilkesboro.
Year for Corey Heim.
Great job by Lane Riggs. He needed that finish. Grant Enfinger with his new team performing at that level. He was fast at the end.
Nice shot in the arm for a couple teams that needed it. As you mentioned, Enfinger and Riggs. Friesen gets his first top 10 of the year.
Brendan Queen passes more than 60 trucks in his debut and finishes 4th. Sammy Smith comes back to finish
Corey
5th.
Heim burns it down.
It's all behind Corey Heim, who's won for the 8th time in his career.
Hell of a job for the truck, man. I mean, I think we're doing easy, huh? Hell of a job, guys.
Yeah, they all stream the Sox.
His 3 wins this season have come in the last 6 races.
Our regular season champion last year. What an effort.
Pretty good at doing burnouts, too.
He gets a lot of practice, too.
He's the 4th driver to win here at North Wilkesboro, and it's quite a list. Mike Bliss, a champion. Mark Martin, a Hall of Famer. Last year it was Kyle Larson, and today it's Corey Heim.
He knows it's Heim time.
Yes.
It is indeed Heim time.
We kind of do it for a long time.
We may have known it before this.
Oh, he gave the kid the flag. I love that. Love that.
What a promising career this young man has.
8 career wins at 8 different tracks.
Look at that little girl with her Kyle Larson shirt on. She's going to be a Corey Heim fan now, too.
She might get a checkered flag from Kyle later tonight.
That's beautiful. She's waving that flag.
Perfection.
That'll mean something to her the rest of her life.
Let's go to Regan.
Corey Heim's 3rd win of the season in dominant fashion this afternoon here at North Wilkesboro. Corey, other than yesterday when your truck was underwater, was there any point where this was in doubt for you?
That was crazy. Definitely a crazy weekend with the weather and whatnot, but I knew since practice we had the speed, so can't say enough about these Tricon Garage guys. I mean, what a truck, what a weekend. Knew we had potential from practice, and we put it all together and executed great today. So, huge thank you to them. Safe flight to the racing for everything.
Bernard wins the Craftsman Truck Series race at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, he did. But alrighty, bitches. That's where I'm gonna end this shit.
Finish of the season. Bring me through your day.
Yeah, overall, just the best execution of the season. This is the third time, second in a row, we brought a really good, fast champion power equipment Chevrolet. Thank you to Jeff Stankiewicz, Michael Sheldon, Cody Roball, Larry Berg, everybody champion power equipment that allows us to do this. We haven't been performing to our ability or our standards earlier on in the year. Appreciate a lot of help from Chevrolet and Bill McAnally, Charles, all those guys at MHR have kind of helped us get back on track. I told Dane yesterday.
But yeah, I'm gonna end this right here. I'm gonna go stream the Red Sox, so I'll be live in just literally a few minutes. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and peace.